Tangled up in you. That's right. Gracias all the day oneers, man. Gracias to everyone that's inside the members only. I appreciate everyone that's tuning in to Chicano 2 one more time, whether you're listening on YouTube or you're watching maybe on IG or you're watching on Facebook. I appreciate all of you guys. Do me the favor, just hit that like button. That's all you got to do. There's actually a dislike button too, right? I call that the chinga tu madre button, but it is what it is, right? You can hit that button too. We got thick skin. Chicanos in general got thick skin, cabrones, okay? I said this before. I'm going to die on this hill. Chicanos are not cholos, but oftentimes cholos are Chicanos, man. But we're going to go ahead and go through the formalities one more time, though. Gracias all the day oneers, everyone in the members only, all the Raza channels and all the Raza pages, man. I appreciate your time more than you guys know. Hey, we're going to go ahead and get into it without further ado, because there's always a lot to talk about. Oh, real quick. Gracias to everyone that tuned in for the Chicano Street TV, the first live over there. So if you didn't catch wind, the backup channel, the second channel, is already taking a life of its own. I decided to go ahead and put specific lives over there and specific content over there. So those are what you call Chicano Street activities, cabrones, okay? So if you want to go ahead and trip out on it, go to the community page. It's a couple links back. It's called Chicano Street TV. Here, obviously, is Chicano Tube. Right here, there's a purpose. Right here, we're on a mission. Our mission is to get the voice of the Raza heard. Here, we're going to talk about topics that pertain to the community. Here, we're going to talk about topics that pertain to the people. Here, we're going to engage with the public, take live calls, and get your opinions, because oftentimes I learn more from you guys than anyone else. And I'm just going to keep that a buck, man. I appreciate everyone that's been rocking with me, man. We're knocking on the door at 14K, and that's all because of you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, because we got a lot to talk about. If you saw that caption, I try to put everything I was going to talk about in the caption, but we don't really have a lot of time, and we don't really get into it as much as and cover as much topics as we need to. So let me go ahead and bring up what we're going to be talking about today, and I'll open up the phone lines. Give me a little bit, cabrones, and then we'll open up the phone lines, and we'll get all that cracking, okay? All right, back on. All right, perfect. So first thing I want to go ahead and bring up, this one. All right, this came from the Foo Community official page. Okay, so I want to, if you, I like to give credit where credit's due. Go ahead and give them a follow on IG if that's your cup of tea. The Foo Community reported. Here we go. The Google Calendar. Oh my, removes Hispanic Heritage Month and other cultural events from its default calendars. Thoughts? Good thing, bad thing. I said, let's go ahead and kick this thing off, man. Don't forget to hit give me the thumbs up, give me the chinga tu madre button, give me something on the algorithm. Por favor, you guys. That's all we do it for. We're gonna be adding more shows too from Chicano Street Studios, man. The studio ain't getting enough love, so just hit that like, strap in, grab that cinturón, and vámonos, cabrones. So let's go ahead and get into this. The Google Calendar removed Hispanic Heritage Month. There's been some removals off the Google Calendar. One of them, one of the most notable ones, was the one that was the Gulf of Mexico, right? A lot of people just found out, like me. I didn't know. I don't know how many people claim they swear they knew already that the sitting president of the United States had the power, had the authority to go ahead and name an ocean. I didn't know this. Maybe you guys knew more than me. Okay, sometimes I get callers or people in the comment section maybe are 2-3 times higher IQ than I am. I'm not claiming to be some kind of Solomon. Sit at my feet and let me give you wisdom, and then do some dirty shit on the back end. But anyways, this personally I have no problem with. I actually have a problem with the word Hispanic. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go. I actually have a problem with the word Hispanic. What is the word Hispanic mean? Okay. Is it someone that comes from the pueblo, the land of Hispania? No, it actually is just another label that the raza has been put on us here in the United States, man. Unfortunately, we got label after label after label. And if we can go to the petty shit and be arguing about labels, and, if the raza wants to get back into that, we'll do a whole live on that. But it's one more label. I actually never liked the word Hispanic. I remember Dolores Huerta. She also had her reservations on the word Hispanic. So, looking at this getting removed, go back to my videos last September. Is what you want to do, right? Because we're going to pull receipts, cabrones. It's always pull receipts. No ducking nada, cabron, right? Go back to all the videos I at least did in the whole month. Come on, man. A dozen, right? I might even squeezed in a music live or something in between there, playing nothing but rancheras or corridos. I've been in norteñas lately, but then I switched to mariachi. Sometimes I get back into banda, but it is what it is, right? I called last year. I called what they're calling, what Google's calling, what a lot of people are calling. And you can call it whatever. You can call it pendejo month. I don't give a shit, whatever you want to call it. I called it the whole month. I called it Mexican Heritage Month. Oh, the receipts are out there on YouTube, though. The whole month, last September, I kept telling the raza, this is not Hispanic Heritage Month. This is Mexican Heritage Month. And I don't know why my entire life in the United States, never was I given an option writing down who am I on paper, whether it's for the DMV, whether it's for fucking selective services that draft me when I turn 18, whether it was for major transactions, something that had to do on the level where the name had to be ran and checked and cleared, whatever. I never saw a bubble that said Mexican. But I wonder why. I never saw a bubble that said Mexican American. I wonder why. All of my life in the United States of America, well, the best country in the world. Gracias, señor, que nací aquí, right? I could have been in a fucking third world country right now and spending my fucking day in the landfill looking for food and scraps to eat. Let's just keep that a buck, okay? By the grace of God, Paul said, I am what I am, right? I never, why didn't they put Mexican American? Nothing. I've been identifying on paper when it comes to voting, this or that. I've either been putting I'm Indian, to be honest. I've either been putting Indian Alaskan on paper, or I've been putting other. A lot of people say, well, that's specifically made in order for you to register as Caucasian. I don't know that to be true or not, but there's some people that say that, and that's why some people say they lump us in the Caucasian group, because all my life on paper, I've never been able to tell the truth. I'm Mexican, cabrón. However you want to boil it down, Chicano, this, however you want to boil it down, okay? And we already know what Chicano is, right? You got to have both Mexican parents, all right? We ain't going to get back into throwing shots with these cabrones on the internet. Then prove me wrong. I'll show I got 2 birth certificates. Which one do you want to see? You want to see the United States birth certificate, or you want to see the Mexican birth certificate? Prove me wrong. If not, you're not Chicano. But anyways, we're not going to go back to that. Does the comment section have a problem with that? I don't know. Let's see what's up. Droops, I see you, my boy. That's right. That's right. San Jose in the building. Always been in the building. Artie Marin, I see you, cabron. That's right. Si Se Pudo podcast. Feed me oldies. That's right. I appreciate you, cabron. What does the people think? My last thoughts on this. Google removing the word Hispanic is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. They need to remove more of these labels they're trying to put. Now they're trying to put X and X and X and all kinds of different labels on the can. Hey, I know what I am. When you boil me down at the end of the day, soy mexicano hasta el pinche hueso. And that you can't deny, ¿verdad? Ahí está el pinche nopal in the frente, right? But how about you let us identify and put it down on paper what we are instead of you trying to call us Hispanic? Now, I say that, but of course, since these are things that they are, I am a member also of the Hispanic Assembly. Okay. I'm an alternate to the chairwoman over here, which is under the Cal GOP, which is state politics, all that shit. The word Hispanic is what it is, right? I'll probably gonna be end up going to the White House when they have the influencer meeting that all the influencers go to. So that's called the Latino Summit. I'm part of a Hispanic assembly. I'm probably going to be part of the Latino Summit. I don't hate it that much that I lose sleep over it. Let's just keep that a buck. But I wanted to put it over to the people because they've been putting labels on us since day one. How about we tell you who we are? Denver Maid's in the casa. That's right. Well, Denver Maid, let me ask you, cabron. You have an issue with that? Google changing shit up? I mean, I don't know. Does something like that cause the people to go out to the calles, right, and start burning shit? Is I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong, right? All right, let's get back into it, man. Keep it pushing down the yellow brick road. All right, here it is. Oh man, let's bring up on a lighter note. On a lighter note, 44 Vato. All right, we're gonna bring some 44 Vato. He brings up this one right here, and I got a few things to say about this one. So let's see. This is from 44 Vato, and I think he's Chicano. Yo pienso que es Chicano el way. I don't know, but it is what it is. Look, I see B Scanless commenting on there. Shout out to B Scanless. Look, I know. I even know the next one too. Lucky Vato 213. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. Lucky Vato. He was on one of the town halls. That's the only ones that I know. I don't know who else, right? Anyways, so 44 Vato, give him a follow. He's really, really big actually on TikTok. And he said this. He bought his lady. This is gacho, man. This is fucking gacho. The internet. This is what I mean, that we actually get dumber when there's certain shit on. Let's not spend too much time on this shit because we're gonna get dumber as we read this shit too. But on a lighter note, right? 44 Vato. He bought his lady her first car as a birthday gift, and fools on social media got to talking, saying he needs to get his bag up and get her a better car. Shaking my head, is this a W or a L? And I like B Scanless's comment. That's what's up, man. Never worry about what other people think. Look at, here's a motherfucking Solomon right here dropping gems on us, cabron. Never worry about what other people think. Let me heart the comment live. B Scanless. That's right, B Scanless. I appreciate you, cabron. When it's genuine, it means the most. Thank you. Again, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. The internet, that shit ain't real, man. You could have the internet, you could win the internet, you could be king of the internet, man. I'd rather have peace, one, that surpasses all understanding, the Bible says. I'd rather have my family all together, united, loving me, and under one roof. When I walk through that door and I see my family's faces, I'm a fucking millionaire. I don't care how much is in the bank. I'm a millionaire. So this internet shit, I'm sure maybe this youngster right here took it. He looks Mexicano. You know what I mean? She looks like a Mexicana, right? Look at that. He even got the bow on the car. That's that extra added touch. Do you think the little compa right here, the little compa, right? You think the little compa was thinking about the internet when he was going to give his girl this car right here? Absolutely not. Fuck the internet. You can have the internet. I keep saying it, right? I know I've been saying this. I tell this to the youngsters too, man. You can keep the block, keep it going, grab the torch, run with it, do what you got to do, man. Because I'd rather keep my family. At the end of the day, every time I was leaving them, I was abandoning my fucking family. And anyone that's a real man will never take pride in abandoning his family. But again, different topic there. Let's read some of the comments, man. The Pluggy by Bobby. That's it. We're blowing people up now. We're giving people IG plugs. So here it is. 50. Okay, you guys 15K. Okay, respect. If you have no haters, you ain't popping. This man popped up with a whole car. Some of these YN young homies, well, you know, the N word, okay, could hardly pop up with flowers. Damn, too. Look at Big Bounce 97. Give him a follow, man. That's a sporty little car, man. It looks like we used to call that. Don't get mad, Big Bounce. I'm an old school dude. I just tell it like it is. Wait, Chicanos, we don't hold back. We used to call those rice rockets. I remember one time I had an Acura. It was an 88 Legend, right? It was white. It had the plastic moldings, you know, in the middle, and it was a two-tone brown at the bottom. I remember I took it to the homie. I told him I want to paint the whole bottom. I don't want this shit brown at the bottom. He painted it a smoke gray with a flake. Boom. I put some 17 white racing rims. Sass. The two Kenwood 12s in a plexiglass. Kenwood. I've always liked Kenwood. Kenwood's probably one of my favorite brands. Anyways, one time I took it to the homie George's mechanic shop, okay? If you know, you know. The real ones that are left know what mechanic shop this is. Shout out to him, man. I don't even think he's around anymore. I hope he's okay, though, and I hope he's alive. Or at least he went in peace and not in the madness and violence. I took it to his shop, right? So I pulled up one day, right? There was a gang of partners right there. We used to hang out at body shops. That's what we used to do. You know what I mean? So if ever there was a hit and run, something like that, boss, a partner would just grab a hammer and, you know, we'll pay with it with weed. But it is what it is. One time I pulled up, I had I forgot if it was a check engine light or something, right? That's right. Machetes in the casa, one of the members only. I appreciate you, man. Activo en las calles y que. That's right, cabrón. I appreciate you. And I told the homie George, I said, hey, man, I need help selling my car. They were clowning a little bit. Lightweight. This ain't no fucking joking shit. It was actually a real serious environment. A lot of motherfuckers were getting whacked their first day out the pinta in those years. So a lot of people weren't laughing and joking and grabbing ass, especially all that sex play that people sex play on the internet and talk about hot dogs and shit. Keep that shit a fucking 1,000 miles away from me, please. Anyways. And I got out of the car. I popped the hood, and George is there, about 7, 8 dudes, right? All partners. And this is what he told me, man. Fucking mechanic George, man. He clowned me. He clowned me hard, man. He told me, hey, you know how you fix this car? This is what he told me. And I'm not clowning you, Big Ounce 97. I'm going to take you off the here, right, cabrón? Not that wait this way. You know what he told me? He told me, you know how you fix this car? And I'm looking at the Acura, and the fucking engine was detailed, everything. You know, man, come on, guys in cars. He goes, I said, how? He said, you go to the store, you grab a bag of rice, and you throw it at the engine. All right, here's the next comment right here. But this was official. Look, this was meta certified comment. All those fools hating, I bet ride the bus. Damn. Let me heart that one. Another comment. Little did they know he is going to be running up 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines. And on top of that, he just came into Harry's and he ordered 3 T66 turbos with NOS and the Motec system exhaust. Again, I like confidence, man. We live in an age where a lot of people care about what other people think, man. I give 2 flying rips, man. I care about what God thinks. I care about what my family thinks. I'm not a real one in the streets. The only ones I give a fuck that think I'm a real one is my family. What do my kids say about me? That's what I care about. But the internet, I'm sure the youngster has a level head on, and he ain't caring about the internet. So people, I'm sorry, we just lost brain cells fucking talking about this shit. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving, man. I know we all just lost like fucking 10 brain cells, man. Miss Gangsta Piggy says, I learned to drive in a stolen car. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, the comments. Damn it. We didn't do the comments. Here it is. Give me a second, Ete. All right. And we're gonna knock these things down, man, because we got a lot to talk about. That was just a little light moment, man. All right. Let me see. What's going on? Is it working or what? I want to see the comments in the live, on the screen. Give me a second, Ete. Tangled up in you. Oh shit, man. First car I ever had was stolen. I got a story, Miss Gangsta Piggy. I'm gonna have to put it in the members only. And it's a crazy, I'm just, people ain't gonna believe it. It's in the members only. Sorry, it's driving cars for the cartel. And the first time I drove a stick shift car when I didn't know shit about it, and the car stopped in the middle of a 4-way fucking stop. I didn't know how to drive a stick shift car, and the trunk was loaded. And if you know what I mean, loaded. That's members only stuff. We're only gonna leave it in the members only. All right, let's keep it pushing at there. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about today. Here we go. Next thing coming up. Oh yeah. Okay, let's talk about the gold card. Orale. All right, here we go. Let's bring it to stage. So here we go. So recently, headlines came out. Shout out to Fools Gone Wild. If you want, go ahead and give them a follow. They're everywhere. They're on TikTok, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, IG, Snapchat, you name it, right? You name it, right? Fools Gone Wild. And they told this story about 47. I know people get mad. What? It's crazy how you just mention someone in people's fucking blood. Like, they want to call. They want to get on the phone and book an appointment to the therapist. But it is what it is, right? 47, the president of the United States, right? Voted by the majority. I mean, it is what it is, right? He had my vote. I actually voted for him 3 times, if you didn't know, but it is what it is, right? He came up with this story, so let's go ahead and talk about it since it's interesting. And Fools Gone Wild is even sharing it, man.
To citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before, anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks, Howard? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Sure.
We're going to be doing something else. It's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling
One more time.
a gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship. And wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful, and they'll be spending a lot of money and paying a lot of taxes and employing a lot of people. And we think it's going to be extremely successful. Never been done before, anything like this, but it's something that we're going to be putting out over the next, would you say 2 weeks, Howard? Do you want to say a couple of words about it?
Sure.
All right. There's the gold card. First thing, let's address the propaganda. We got to address the propaganda, right? Because why do we address the propaganda? Again, the best thing I did to the campesinos over here in Monterey County, 85% of them are papered up. 85% of them have been here for 30 plus years. Just know your area. I only represent my area. I only talk about my area. So I know my area, right? The internet doesn't know my area. It could post shit. We could just regurgitate shit and fall into the propaganda, like a lot of us do without admitting it. So first thing is, let's deal with the propaganda. The propaganda is going to tell you, you see, They're offering citizenship only to the rich. That could be maybe one headline. Just depends how many times, how many ways you want to spin it, right? How many ways you want to spin it, right? You see, the only thing they care about is money. You see, and I can go on and do a 10-hour live about the propaganda, but it seemed pretty clear. I say we should be wanting to research it, get the whole context of everything so we understand what's going on. This is basically an invitation to investment. The gold card that 47 is talking about is an invitation to investors all over the world to do horrendous $4, 5, 6, $8 trillion horrible mismanagement that has happened in the last years, which we're going to talk about because some of your favorite politicians just voted no to end Social Security taxes. And we're going to put these motherfuckers on blast real soon. Hold on. We're going to get to that in this live. This is an invitation to investors as part of the package for a $5 million investment into the United States. Does include citizenship. Does that have value? Some people say yes, citizenship has value. Some people say no. I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of people that see citizenship in the United States as a money card. Let's just keep that a buck. I have relatives in Mexico. They tell me, Mikey, tú te quedas allá, cabrón. Nosotros nos vamos a quedar acá. Shout out to Cualcomán, Michoacán. And shout out to todos que están en la ranchería de San José de Gracia, Jalisco, México. Viva México, cabrones. Viva México, cabrones! So this would be, and you can have an issue, whatever you want to have an issue. This is like me. If I want to have a business, say I want to put it in high end, which like the wifey, right? She had her oceanfront studio that just stared out the ocean, right? Most people didn't even have the money to sit down with her to talk about their photography because she's expensive. It just is what it is. You get what you pay for. It's the golden rule of life. If not, just go to the 99-cent store. You know, it's cool. Or Craigslist. So this is like me opening up some kind of high-end boutique fucking donut shop. I open up a donut shop right in the middle of high-endville. My neighbor is Tiffany Diamonds. Over here, I got Prada. Over there, across from me is Gucci. Over there is LV. This is just where I'm at, right? I'm in the high-end neighborhood. And say I wanted to charge $10,000 for a donut. If I wanted to charge $10,000 in this exclusive boutique, then that's my prerogative to do. That's my business to do. And that's not, if you don't got the money, and then you don't got the money, then you're not my customer, period, right? You're not who I'm trying to target. But to me, I see it like that. This is not for everyone, but this is just for those certain baller type of individuals that they're trying to say, hey, if you value investing in us, the next 4 years, there'll be a ROI on your money. You're going to get some money from this. That's how confident I believe he's coming off confident. He's telling investors to invest in the United States. You got to have balls and confidence to know that shit's going to ROI, and people at least want like a 5% return. All the investors that I work with, minimum, they tell me, Mikey, don't send me no commercial building, no Costco, no flip, no wholesale. Don't send me nothing if I'm at least not going to ROI 5%. 5%. That makes sense. Some go down to 3, 3.5, etc. Just depends if, it doesn't matter. I recommend buying a property for every child that you have. And yeah, at least be 3 to 3.5% cap. That way, when you pass away and then trust it to them, that way we could avoid all the property taxes And then when you pass away, not only do they have that property, which could turn into a $500,000, $1 million property, but it's also generating $2,000, $3,000 every single month for your child. That lightens the blow a little bit. I know you being there, ain't no one gonna replace pops or moms, but let's just help our children, man, and build generational wealth. That's why my parents came here, for me to level the game up, not for me just to keep, staying stuck or barely getting by, right? Surviving and shit. So, anyways, all right, gold card. Let me see what you guys think about the gold card. I'll let you guys know. Here we go. Activo en las calles. That's right, man. I appreciate you, cabron. Daniel Gonzalez says LA County's in the house. That's right, cabron. Little Jefe 1. I appreciate you, cabron. Not the kind of cars that were stolen in the 90s for sure. Oh, this was a Ford Escort, amiga. It was like a dark blue and gray Ford Escort, and it's members only. I put these stories in the members only. All right, let's keep it moving, man. The gold card. We're done with that. All right. Here we go. My. Ooh, shit. Should we talk about that one? That one's going to ruffle some people's feathers, man. Or money first. Money. No, let's talk about it. We got to talk about it, man. We got to. Let me preface this by saying this. People, Lexit, the whole movement of Lexit was created around a fundamental exodus of Mexicans, Latinos, and Mexicanos to stop following the status quo and stop with all of this, years and years of being bought through politicians, being bought through unions, being bought and persuaded to vote a certain way. Lexit actually comes from the word Latino, exit. And what's not in there, shout out to Lexit, man. Shout out to Jesse Hogan, man. I appreciate you, cabron. And all you do and everyone, the whole Lexit team. Lexit's whole mission was to show that you could be Latino, which they include Mexican, Chicanos, Central Americans, Latinos. That's their definition, right? That's fine. I respect it. As a grown man, what do you think? I respect it, man. Latino exit from the Democratic Party. So a lot of us know that through the unions, through television, Jorge Ramos said, we're Democrats. Or Walter said we're, but anyways, let me bring something up because not crossing any kind of party lines, looking at this thing as objectively as possible. Let's look at this thing. Here we go. All right. I'll bring it to, let's check this out, man. This is a bill that was proposed yesterday on the floor of the House. Now it has to go to the Senate. Then it's going to go to the executive branch. Right now, there's a completely red Congress. It's red, completely red. Red House, red Senate, and then, of course, the leader of the country, he jumped on the red train. He used to be blue, just like Joe Rogan used to be blue, just like Elon Musk used to be blue. And I can go on and on and on. And people flip when they started, wanting to let boys go in girls' bathrooms and a lot of other shit. We'll take God out of everything. One thing the raza is never going to go for, chinga tu madre, when you tell us to take God out of everything. But again, we can't be so blinded by our politics that humanity and common sense go out the window. So, breaking, Speaker Johnson says he's secured enough votes to pass the budget resolution that eliminates taxes on tips. Oh, shit. Come on, my waitresses. Shout out to all my food service workers, housekeepers, the hospitality industry. Shout out to you. The restaurant industry. Shout out to you. I can't think of anyone else that gets tips. I don't know. Like, come out with this big ass long list of people that get tips. They secured enough votes to pass a budget resolution that eliminates taxes on tips, overtime pay. Oh, shit. Overtime pay, tax-free, and Social Security benefits. It's moving in the right direction. Let's hear him out.
I think we've got it.
You think you already have locked it down?
I do, yeah.
Is the Senate's resolution Plan B?
There's no plan B. This is the only plan and we're running with it.
Are you worried you'll lose the president's trust if it fails?
No, I've spoken to the president multiple times today. He knows exactly what we're doing and why.
What is he telling you?
He told everybody what his desire is, and that is to get this resolution
Don't walk
passed so that
backwards.
we can begin moving forward with reconciliation. So that's what's going to happen.
Are you worried those members will still?
Don't worry about it.
All right. Speaker Johnson spoke with the president several times. He's on board. He knows what they're doing. They're making executive money moves in power in shower shoes. I mean, they're really just shaking things up. And it does take radical transformation in order to get back what the hell we lost, man. But the Speaker of the House says they got enough votes. Then the vote came in. But this might surprise you. It might surprise you. Here we go. Well, here we go. I need all my Democrats to report to the dance floor right now. I need everyone that votes blue to look at the vote yesterday for ending taxes on tips, overtime, and Social Security. But hold on a second before we hold these cabrones accountable. Hold on. And whoever does something wrong, shit, we're going to call them on it. I don't know if you think this is the fucking this channel, the politic channel, the red channel, the blue channel. When it's right, it's right. And when it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay? Just like I said, when anyone was talking about that border, if you didn't want to talk about the children and the women, I didn't give a shit about anything else. I really didn't. Doesn't affect me. I don't give a shit about that border if we didn't want to address the main issue of the border, man, which is the trafficking. And I don't want to hear some sick ass shit that, well, fucking Mikey. No. I'd rather have thousands of children safe than a lot of motherfuckers coming to get their American dream. Anyways, here we go. The Social Security one. My mother, rest in peace, man. She used to get about, not even like $600, man. Not even $600. Moms used to get a little bit of Social Security, right? And believe it, she used to get less than that. When my pops passed away, they gave her like another $150. Hey, people that get shouldn't complain, right? I'm with it. But again, she had just children, taking care of her. Gracias a Dios, man. Gracias a Dios. 15% of that money was getting taken. Taxes. Some people call taxes extortion. I mean, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Some people call taxes extortion. One more way that they could take your hard-earned money. Now, there'll be a lot of memes on the internet, right? This, that, pass, and AOC this, pass, and this, pass, for the people, for the people, for the people. She was present during this vote. You know what she voted? No. AOC. I know a lot of people like AOC. I know they like AOC. To me, her teeth are doing counter columns. My military people know what that is. Counter columns. Her teeth are doing counter columns. But anyways, it's not about that. It's about the policies, man. I've been saying this. I've been screaming this shit from the mountaintop since the beginning. It doesn't matter what pendejos in the White House. Who's going to help the fucking raza? So, the propaganda will still come out. The memes will still come out. Yeah, vote for her. Yeah, vote for Newsom. Yeah, vote for this. But wait a second. when it came to putting more money in the Americans' pockets. Let's see who voted for to end taxes yesterday. Do you see this? Do you see this circulating around on the internet a lot? I wonder why. Doesn't look good, right? So what they do is vote one way and then come on the internet a whole nother way telling you how much they support you, and all they're thinking about is your damn vote. Let's call them out. Call a spade a spade. Come on, no chavala shit. No chavala shit. On agreeing to the resolution as amended, H-Con Resolution 14, Republican, there is a total of 218. 217 said yes. Immediately eliminate taxes on Social Security. The people on Social Security, you can't be mad, man. Well, fuck that. I don't want more money. Okay, that's on you, pendejo. The waitresses, the restaurant industry. 217 said yes. One Republican said no. That's fine. They cross the aisle. They make little deals, etc. To the people that vote no, this is what they do. They take account of it. Next time when they're going to campaign on their barrios or whatever, they're going to let them know, remember, before you reelect that pendejo, he voted no to end Social Security taxes. He voted no to end overtime taxes. He voted no to end taxes on tips. Just like the governor, just like all of these state assembly people that people love. You know, these are the people that spend the most money. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers will have the biggest billboards in the world off the highways. They'll even stick some in the barrios, right? They'll even say, hey, go and get me un chingo de ropa or tacos or fucking food, and let's go and do a photo op in the neighborhood and pass shit out, and then get to the floor and say no because they can't go against the clica.
Now you home with us and defend the barrio. Patos locos forever. Forever.
Because they can't go against the clica. Politics is dirty, man. I'm not saying one is better than the other because it's really two birds, two wings on the same pinchy bird, right? All we could do is vote the lesser of the two evils, really, at the end of the day, right? Or don't vote. You know, if you don't want to, if you don't like it here, right? If you don't like it here, etc. Well, I wouldn't be like Alex Enamorado, right? He wants to come out in the United States, right? He wants to live here. Cool. I respect it. I actually respect his fucking struggle. His let me take this off real quick. We'll go back to it. I want to say this about Alex Enamorado. I respect the fact that he was standing up and being a voice for people who felt they weren't being heard, man. The street vendors. We got un chingo de street vendors over here in Salinas, man. Salinas, again, it's the Mecca of Northern California. That's what Salinas is, okay? Salinas is the hub. It's the Mecca. No, it's not just this great cloud over it because of the gang history and starting the whole up north movement here. No. That's old shit. That's 1967. Okay, that's not new shit now. It's a great community, mostly all farm workers, man. Here, tapped in. They want to end the tips on overtime. But guess what? These cool little fucking activists or these big money machine people that got the money machine behind them will go out there, do a photo op with the farm workers. And then get to the Senate floor and vote no. No, we don't want more money in your pockets. What a slap in the pinchy face, man. Here we go. Let's wrap this up, man. Democrats, there's two 215. They're the minority in the House. This is the House. It still got to go to the Senate, then got to go to the executive branch. 212 said no. No. We want to be the good guys. If anyone's going to cut money, is us. We don't give a fuck if the people bleed. We don't give a shit if the lady who has been selling her fucking personal belongings to get money for her diabetes medicine and has no other family. We don't care that she's bleeding and dying for money. No, because of politics. All right, let's keep that pushing, man. Let's keep that pushing. Pushing. Here we go. All right, what are we covering next? All right. It was oh yeah. The pardon czar, right? Here it is. Ooh. It's a good story, man. Yeah, let's talk about this one. All right, you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Do me a favor. That's all I ask, man. Hit that or hit the chinga tu madre button. Either way, I'm good. A lot of people don't remember this. Alice Johnson. The 69, let's just read it right here. Shout out to Real State of America. Okay, give him a follow. He's named for the first time. You know, people got labels in the administration. And again, these are just very, very honorable things to achieve in life, right? I mean, just like The Simpsons, right? When he used to dream that Bart was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Something honorable to some people. If you don't give a shit about honor, you have no honor, then you don't give a shit, right? And that's on you. Free country. So pardon czar is something else she's going to be able to add to her legacy. So the pardon czar is going to be a position that's going to be a direct advisor. I'm sure this channel, calmate. I'm not saying she can go into the White House anytime, but she's sitting at the fucking White House happy as hell because she spent decades and decades and decades in prison for a piece of crack cocaine. Okay. That is what it is, right? I say everything we do, we got to pay for, man. I mean, I did. She sat in there when the laws under, I don't want to say his name, Clinton, right? Or the last president. He was part of the sweeps of laws that they passed on the entire country. Again, they're not causing people to sell crack. I'm not saying that. No soy pendejo. But motherfuckers were getting life sentences for stealing a slice of pizza. This is not YouTube. This is not funny. This is not entertainment. This is some real shit. Real shit. I knew cats for stealing. I remember one partner, he stole a fucking can of radiator fluid because he was stuck on the side of the road and got 25 years to life. That's just a couple, right? Slices of pizza, peanut butter, Snickers, all kind. I've heard of a lot of stories, right? The pardons are, she spent decades on decades for a piece of crack cocaine. So let's read it. Another thing I want to mention. Why didn't anyone else pardon her? Why did it have to take 45? When 45 stepped in office, we had the first Africano president. Why didn't the first Africano president? I'm just saying, I mean, of course I'm sure there's thousands and thousands. I'm sure there's thousands of people that are unjustly incarcerated. And there's probably that number or even more, maybe that are innocent, right? That whole system needs a whole revamping. But if we don't do radical extreme shit and keep fighting against it, no, it can't be that way. No. And then you complain about a broken system where they're trying to break the motherfucker down and do some good with it or revamp it or rebuild it. But anyways, I know some other people just think the United States is the worst thing in the world and other shit, right? We're not going to get into that. President Trump is tapping Alice Johnson, the 69-year-old grandmother. He granted clemency in his first term over long ago drug offenses to be his pardon czar. The pardon czar. The president made the announcement during a Black History Month event in the White House East Room Thursday afternoon. Johnson spent over 21 years in prison for nonviolent drug-related crimes when Mr. Trump commuted her sentence and she was released in 2018. And then it goes on to say that Trump later issued her a full pardon. Okay. Trump names Alice Johnson pardon in his first term to be pardon czar. Prison for doing something. All right. Here we go. So I want to see what the people say about this. Let's check it out. Si se pudo podcast. That's right, my boy. Oh, appreciate you, cabron. Hold on. That's right. Robert Lucero, I appreciate you, cabron. He says, DC is not in America, man. I'm telling you, man. People say America is a business. I get it, man. You got to run it like a business. What can we do, though, if America is a business, is learn the laws of the business and use what we can do to get as much ahead as possible, man. I mean, that's only thinking of 2025, man. What can we do, right, is the whole thing. But as far as we say that DC is not in America, I mean, cabron. I mean, it's on the East Coast, right? Or you're talking about it's one of the 13 colonies. I'm not sure what you're talking about, cabron. All right, here we go. Just a question. Where did the word green card come into effect, or who or why did they choose that word? Green. You don't like the word green? It probably was green, cabron. I mean, I'm not sure. It probably was green, all right? That's my best guess on that one. But let's stick with Alice Johnson right here. The borders are. Robert Lucero, I appreciate you, cabron. That's right. Green card sound like a restricted license. Yeah, I mean, if you want, inclusive vocabulary or shit that's not going to offend anyone, I get that way. I mean, that whole system right there does need to be revamped. Let's just keep that a buck, man. They need to revamp the whole thing and start from scratch, man. I say this, man. I say, why don't they assist all the people that are business owners, the street vendors, the people that are trying to earn an honest living right here in the United States? Get them somehow also expedited in the process, because one, they're on the grid, they're on the radar, and two, they either have an EIN, I-10, or are paying their taxes, right? Some of the requirements, of course, is having a business license and, of course, paying for liability insurance. One thing I don't agree with is, well, you want to have the business but not pay the fees. The fees aren't that much. Business insurance is less than $1,000 a year. Less than $1,000 a year, depending the liability. Usually it'll come with about 100,000 standard. And then what else? Insurances. The business license is like $100 one time. The business insurance less than $1,000. So there's overhead you got to be, but it takes money to get money, All right, let's see what else is next. Here we go. Keep it pushing, you guys. The Wednesday night show. I appreciate you guys. If you're watching on IG or you're watching on Facebook, do me a favor. Just hit that like button. And everyone that caught that first live also on Chicano Street TV, I appreciate you. Go ahead and subscribe over to that one. That channel is different, cabrones. That one is Chicano Street Activities. That's all you need to know is Chicano Street Activities, right? What typically would happen on a calle full of Chicanos is happening on Chicano Street TV. Go over there is where they got the palomitas. Over there is where they got the chisme. Over there, the YouTube yarda. Over there is where they got all of that, man. But catch all of those lives on Chicano Street TV here. We're going to get to the pertinent topics and exactly what it is. All right, last one I want to talk about, spending. Damn. Here we go. Where is it? Oh, my. All right, we're probably going to wrap it up with this, cabrones, all right? Let's check it out. All right, here we go.
Medicaid overseas to people who should not have gotten it. Some of this room might have missed that press conference. Can you elaborate on what the president is thinking at this point?
Well, again, that's another example. There's a very long list of the fraud, waste, and abuse that DOGE is identifying on a daily basis. Elon Musk also talked about yesterday about Social Security payments that are going out the door for people who are no longer with us. Unfortunately, I would say that is certainly fraud. There's also a lot of contracts they've identified that, just as a hypothetical example, are $1 million, but only 500,000 went out the door. So where's the rest of that cash? And so that's the thing. Those are the things that DOGE is working on every single day. And I would just remind everybody in this room, this is what President Trump campaigned on doing. He's delivering on a promise that
Back to DOGE just for a second. Earlier.
All right, last one. So what I thought at this point, they found mismanaged. The money is just racking up, right? Here's the total as of 36 days? 30, yeah, it's 36, right? Well, if every month is 30 days, then it would be 30 exactly, but not every month has 30 days. But you know what it is, 36 days more or less, right? Into the new administration, this number right here is going to boggle the shit out of you. The last administration, let's read the headline. In the latest DOGE audit. This happened when? 2 days ago. The 46's administration sent $2.7 trillion in Medicare and Medicaid money overseas. Wait. Not to Americans? Wait, I thought they were supposed to represent Americans. Wait, isn't it supposed to be America first? Or is it America last? I'm confused. No, it should be America first, but here we go. They sent 2.7, and no one's going to get mad. No one's going to go on their wall. I'm sure they all have IGs. They all have probably even have TikToks. They all have Facebook pages, official ones, right? No one's going to go over there and get mad. Well, let me give them a piece of my mind. Well, one, if you don't pay taxes or you don't care about taxes, you don't give a shit anyways. But anyways, $2.7 trillion that is supposed to go to Americans. This is what they're finding out, man. $2.7 trillion. I forgot to put the phone number up in case anyone wants to call in. Before we wrap it up, I will give the phone lines a chance if someone wants to call in. Oh, shit, my bad. Let me link it first, cabrones. Shit, I forgot to link it up. Don't call, Waze. Don't call. Oh, you know what? Let me turn off and on again. Boom. Hopefully that works. All right. $2.7 trillion, again, going to Americans. Again, maybe you don't give a shit. You're like, fuck it, Mikey. They're rich anyways. They're rich, and fuck it, and just send me my money on the 1st and the 15th, and I'm good in the hood. Then that's your opinion. That's fine. There's that too, right? A little bit of everything on Chicano Street, right? A little bit of everything, right? Cholos, hustlers, people that don't care, they don't give a shit and all that, right? The Biden administration, $2.7 trillion, supposed to be for Medicare and Medicaid. This is people that could have went to veterans. It could have been to people that are sick. It could have been to people that are, etc. The Americans, but they didn't go to Americans. This fucking money went to the oligarchs. And I mean, my best guess, it went to the oligarchs. Friends help friends. And then when Christmas comes, don't forget about that kickback, right? Overseas, the people who are not eligible to receive it. Wow. Huh. I didn't even get to that last part. That last part hurts more than the fucking number, man. Well, Mikey, I'm not in that tax bracket anyway, so I don't give a shit. Okay. That's cool, you know what I mean? Everyone has a different opinion, right? That's $8 Oh, shit. 8% of our national debt. So, again, people aren't going to want to share this, but the numbers are definitely going to improve, right? You did 4 years. Hopefully, you should learn from the first 4 years and do better the next 4 years, right? But 8% just got sliced. They found that. What about the Social Security payments to people 120 to 200 years old? Can anyone name me a healthy 120-year-old? Can anyone name me a living, healthy 130-year-old? Take this off the screen. People see the White House, they get triggered right away and shit. That crazy shit. Can anyone name me a healthy 150-year-old? How about a healthy 160-year-old? No one, again, people don't want to wear this shit, man. They don't want to wear it on their chest. But how they vote clearly shows that they support the policies. Or either that or it's blind fucking hate. Blind rage. I'm so fucking mad. And you know what the Bible says? The blind lead the blind, and they both fall into the ditch. That you'd be that mad that people are trying to save money on people's Social Security taxes, that you'd be that mad that waitresses are trying to get their taxes on their tips removed, that you would be that mad that the campesinos, the fucking field workers that a lot of people say, la raza, and ain't doing shit. Well, first of all, a lot of people don't do shit on the internet anyways. They just come and fucking act cool and ride a couch, but ain't really doing shit in the community. And if you need a list, I'll fucking put a list, but you're never going to see me do a video about it. But anyways, you don't get mad about that. You don't get mad that your representative politicians voted no to cut your taxes. You don't get mad about that. You don't get mad that $2.7 trillion was sent to motherfuckers that don't even live in the United States. You don't get mad about that. You don't get mad that there was fake checks probably going to either people that shouldn't be getting it or FEMA who was estaba robando un chingo de dinero, which you don't want to admit, but they were. Don't get mad about all of that money. Here we are watching TikTok. Motherfuckers dance on TikTok. And to that, we'll clap like a fucking seal. We'll clap like a seal. We don't want to be educated. We'd rather be entertained. Guys, that's all I got, man. That's all. Let me see. Is there anything else that was in the chat? Damn. Okay, we'll bring this up to the studio. Chinga su madre. Shit. All right, last one. We're going to end it on this one, man. I don't want my blood pressure to... I don't got no blood pressure. The blood of Jesus. You know what I mean? I'm good. All right. What in the... Food's gone wild, man. This food's gone wild right here. Here we go. Shout out to Wake Up with Linda. We're going to end it with this. Chinga su madre. This is the next level of food unlocked. They call this food to pay food. What in the world is going on? Colombian cops exposing a smuggler who hid 10 racks of Yale under his wig, glued to his head. They are calling this the narco peluca. Can someone say pendejo of the year? I'm going to end it just by giving my thoughts on, I'm going to end the live. Gracias again for tapping in. I'm going to end the live, giving my thoughts on all these rappers. This is not the rap channel. You know, there's rap channels, rap, right? I like rap music, but it's not the rap channel. But I am going to talk about this now. Lefty Gunplay got busted in Texas. He got busted with possession. And he also got busted with trying to fucking hoop some shit inside the facility. Been there, done that, unfortunately, right? But never, well, once. Let me give you my thoughts on that. First of all, Adam 22 calling Lefty Gunplay the fucking Kendrick of the raza is a joke. That's a joke, man. I mean, that guy can barely put two bars together. I like when Tony A said, I remember the time when motherfuckers that couldn't rap didn't rap. Shout out to Tony A, one of the biggest Chicano channels on the West Coast, man. Shout out to you. So I want to give you my thoughts on that. This is a shame because they're crashing out right in front of our very eyes, man. Lefty's crashing out. And what was even more embarrassing, the fucking guy is already on the streets. And then all of a sudden, the Raza pages, the rest of them, are barely starting to share. And he's already on no jumper. And the fucking Raza pages are still sharing. He's in custody. He might PC up. He might do this. He might do that. The motherfucker's already out. The Raza pages, they were lagging it on sharing it. He was already on bail. And the Raza pages were just breaking. He's on bail. Like, what the fuck? Breaking. Anyways, that is what it is. Raza pages. Come on, man. Get a little bit quicker with the game. But as far as these cabrones crashing out, yeah. And as far as that PCing up, I mean, that's more Chicano Street TV topic. I could do a live on that one and we just run with it. But as far as PCing up, well, one, I don't give a shit about the gang shit. I did 20-something fucking years, and that was the biggest thing. And I think one of the most embarrassing things are these old-ass men on the internet that are still dressing like they're fucking teenagers. And those are the ones that I tell my kids, you don't want to be like them. You don't want to hear anything they got to say, nothing. They're just overgrown kids. And then they wonder why destruction is in their fucking house. It reminds me of the story of King David, right? King David, he fucked up with Bathsheba. And the Lord said, oh, this is never going to leave your fucking house now. You're done. That's what happens when we fuck up, man. Your life is going to be a fucking living shithole hell the rest of your life. And then your kids have to pay for it and your kids' kids and all that other shit. But anyways, he needs to get better advisors around him. Oh, as far as the PCing up, no, you ain't got a fucking PC up. Fuck, no, you ain't got a PC up. What do? Fuck it. Refuse the house. Fuck it. Sell extract every day. If you care so much about your name, sell extract every motherfucking day until they put you on the line. I don't want to hear this chicken shit excuse. Well, he had to go and you don't have to do a motherfucking thing. Some people don't know that because, they're on the YouTube yarda, but they're in the fucking reception, or they've only been to the one or the two where there's just unlocks all day, never been in any kind of environment. Chito Ranas, I'm also a little bit upset with because he seems to be fucking falling off the wagon again, getting drunk, talking about my promoter, Chito Ranas, my promoter. I'm going to cancel the tour, guys. My promoter, embarrassing. And he was for a couple months talking about being sober and he's getting his money. I hope someone gets by these young rappers. Well, I know Chito Ranas is a Chicano. I know Lefty Gunplay, he's not a Chicano. That's 100% fact. That's 100% fact. You need the receipts? It's out on the internet. You know what I mean? Before they crash, they need to get the right people in their ear. You only got a certain amount of years prime. Now you got the other one, Rowdy Rax. He went in on he got busted. Now they handcuffed him. He didn't come out of the probation offices. Probation or parole? I don't know which one it is. These rappers are just falling off the wayside, man. To the youngsters, don't pay attention to these rappers, man. That's not what you want to do. My generation, we try to make money to get the fuck away from the hood. These youngsters now, they're trying to make money and clout to get put on the hood. I don't know what. Now I don't even know if they get put on the hood. They probably just go buy some fucking Ben Davis and then you're in the gang now, I guess, right? And then they net bang now. People net bang in the comment section. Net bang. I got something to say about you. I got something to say about you. Someone sent me a clip. I'm not even going to say the person's name anymore, but he wants to make it personal against me. I never made it personal against you. All I did was speak principles, man. And you know what? I'm a bigger person than that. I'm not going to make it personal against you. And I never, and something you said, I never said that. Show me on a clip where I ever said that. I know what the definition of that word is. I never called you that. Show me on a clip. But you could do all that. That's fine. You know what I mean? It's all to the good. But it's never personal. I have no grudges with anybody, especially on the internet. I like to sleep at night. I like having peace in my life. Okay. So shout out to everyone that's in the comment section. I'm out, you guys. The Wednesday night show will be back on Friday night. If you haven't already subscribed to the other channel, Chicano Street Activities, it gets a little bit grimy over there. Over there is dangerous on the YouTube, guys. It's called Chicano Street TV. And you can find it in my community page if that's the kind of content that you're interested in. I appreciate you guys. Gracias to everyone that's in the comment section. I'm out. We'll see you guys on Friday night. Remember what I always say? Be beautiful, linda raza. Remember what I always say. In the end, it's all you got is the memories.